Hey, this is PhaseOne, and you're on Blunt US.
Catching up with PhaseOne on Blunt US. It is Ned PhaseOne. How are you, man?
Doing great, sir. Yourself?
I'm doing really well. Now, you're living the dream. You're an Aussie in Los Angeles. Can you tell us how this sea change came about?
It was sort of just necessary, really. Like, I love Australia, don't get me wrong, but there's only so much you can do in terms of music industry, especially in this
True.
this genre that I do. It's pretty niche. So there's you can only really do like Sydney, Brisbane, Perth, Melbourne, Adelaide, and like a bit of New Zealand, and like you can only do those cities like once a year. So that's only like 8 gigs a year you can do. So
Yeah.
so like honestly, like it was definitely a career move for sure. Like I never really had any interest in America
Oh,
until
really?
not really. Yeah, I mean, I knew I'd go eventually, but like when I was traveling for fun, I would always go to Europe and fun places. I guess America was kind of like low on my list at the time, I guess. But yeah, like since having to come here, because this is where like the market is really, it's definitely opened my eyes a lot to what America has to offer. Like it does get like a pretty bad rap, obviously, like in the media and just with everything. But like there are some great parts about it.
Yeah, I love that. And so you're based in Los Angeles. What's the best part about living in LA?
The weather. Weather's
Yeah.
obviously like a big one. It never gets that cold, never snows. That's definitely a good one. And just like the people around, like everyone's very like-minded. Everyone's creative and trying to do something. It's a pretty inspiring place to be when you're in the like when you're surrounded by the right people.
Yeah, 100%, man. And that
Mm.
brings me to your album being creative and like minded people. Terranova, tell us about this one. It kind of hits like a war zone in space or something. It's crazy. Let us know about it in your words.
Yeah, I think sonically, there's definitely something for everyone. Like, I come from a metal background, so like I'm always trying to like appease my metal loving side, also appease my like electronic loving side as well. So it's always this constant battle for me when I'm writing songs to try and like, I don't know, feel both those like loves for me personally, really. And I think a lot of other people can relate because, like, I think growing up, a lot of people did listen to like emo music or like new metal and stuff like that. So now, like,
Yeah.
that was 20 years ago, it's like when we're in like this new world of like music and production and stuff like that. There is almost like this nostalgic factor to a lot of my music.
I love that, man. So, like, when you're talking about the new metal and the emo and stuff, is that a heavy influence for you? What sort of music did you grow up on?
Yeah, I mean, growing up, I was all into like metal. I played in metal bands for probably like 10 years. I've been playing guitar since I was like 7, and that was always going to translate into some sort of rock and roll. It's inevitable. You can't give a 7-year-old a guitar and like not expect him to be like playing Metallica one day. It's like I discovered like the electronic music wasn't until I was like in my 20s at that point. And then I quit the band that I was in to then try and focus on like the production engineering side of EDM. And then maybe after maybe like 2 or 3 years of doing that, I started to miss the metal stuff. So I was like, oh, like why can't I do both, kind of thing. So that's kind of how that whole concept came up with the genre blending thing.
Oh, I absolutely love that, and I love how the
Mm.
metal and the EDM sort of collides like that. And like the latest one, you've got Make Them Suffer on there, and Banks Arcade as well. How did you go
Yeah.
about choosing the collaborations for this one?
Um, I mean, like over the years, I've done a lot of collaborations with bands. It kind of started off just with people I knew,
Yeah.
and it kind of like built up from that. So the first like actual band collab I did was with Northlane from Sydney.
Yeah, sick.
And it was purely just because I knew them. Like I like back in the day when I was playing in bands, like our bands used to play together and stuff like that. And at the time before they even started Northlane, like some of the members of the original Northlane members were in like my band and stuff like that. So like we all knew each other from like
That's crazy.
back in the city days. And then obviously they started Northlane and blew up and all that, which is great. Yeah, so it was literally just a matter of like just reaching out and being like, yo, this would be cool. And they were into it. And then I think from that, that's when like I almost had like that. It almost gave me like some sort of clout or reputation where like I could be like go to other bands and be like, oh, like I did this with so and so, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, we love the vision or whatever, and then it all kind of falls into place. So then years later, it's definitely an easier conversation to have, because when you're approaching bands to work on an electronic record, it's not everyone's cup of tea. Like some people don't get it. There's in the metal world, not to shit on it, but like there can be a lot of like elitists and stuff, that don't understand anything outside of like their like love for metal or whatever. So over the years, I've definitely gotten a lot of like fuck offs. Not fuck off, but like polite, a lot of no's over the years of asking, because like sometimes it is like a cold email, just hit like approaching the manager or whatever. But it's really cool and inspiring when bands like are open-minded to like try something different, so when it came to like Make Them Suffer and all that, they were super like open-minded, like, and were into the idea. And funnily enough, full circle moment almost is their manager is Josh from Northlane. So that was how that was the in. That was the in for that. Yes.
Oh, that's crazy. So you've got the connections there that you've built up over the years, which I love. And it's great to see that he's giving back from, knowing you back in the day, I guess. And who would you say like is the ultimate collaboration for you that you haven't had on a track yet?
I get it daily. Not daily. I get it very frequently, but there's two, but the main one that everyone like wants to happen is Bring Me the Horizon. And we've tried for that. We've definitely tried for that. And the other one is Parkway Drive, which we're also still trying for. But like, you never know. One day it might fall into place. But yeah, those two are definitely.
Parkway Drive.
I know. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Like the whole Aussie aspect as well. Like, I love working with Aussie artists and Aussie bands. We just like produce some of the best like music, I think.
Yeah, 100%. And speaking of live music, you've played festivals, you've played smaller shows. What's the craziest standout show for you?
Well, I mean, in America, like the festivals are just like cracked, like there's such a scene for it here, which is, part of the reason why I had to move here. Like some of these festivals, like you're playing to like 40,000 people, it's like just like a sea of people, which is like insane to me. There's two sides to it. Like I love the intimacy of doing like club shows as well. Like there's more of a connection that you can create with the crowd, you can like, almost feel like you're amongst it, but like festivals are sick because like, for obvious reasons, but like you're almost like disconnected from them because you're, literally like physical distance. And also there's just so many people you can't like pinpoint like one person be like, yo, like, what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, all right then, man. Well, on that topic then, what's your ultimate sort of, if you had unlimited budget, what's the ultimate Terranova release party?
I don't know, because we just did a listening party like last week when the album came out, but it was on like zero budget. So we did a tree planting listening party, because like that the album itself is all about like environmentalism and like sustainability and stuff. So we thought, why not like make some cool activations and like use like the social power to like actually go do something like good for the environment. So we invited like I think 20 like top fans, and like we took them out and like went tree planting and listened to the album for the first time. So that's amazing. It's like it's very little and like but like they loved it. It was very special, and it really just ties into the whole theme of the album as well, which I thought was really cool. But if I had an infinite budget, God, I don't know what. If I had an infinite budget,
Bring Me the Horizon opening up for phase one.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Pretty much.
And then Parkway Drive as the encore.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, I love it, man. And I love the tree planting thing. My dad will be very happy about that. He had me planting trees as a youngster. Like we used to go out on tree planting weekends all the time. So it's great to hear that you're giving back.
Exactly. Yeah. It was very special. It was very special to me.
So outside of music, you're talking about your tree planting. I've seen on your socials there you get into a bit of 10-pin bowling and such. Is there anything else that you get into there, man?
Like I've got two dogs, so like a lot of my time is spent with my dogs, like taking them for walks or like to the park, or me and my dogs, my wife, we go on hikes and stuff like that. I'm also like a huge foodie, so I
Yeah.
love going out and like eating, fine dining almost. Like it's a bit bougie, but like it's definitely something I love to do. I play video games a bit, but like honestly, I just work a lot. Bit of a workaholic, I guess, because I also run my own record label, so everything that we on the album was all self-released. So yeah, definitely a workaholic.
Yeah, I love that independent and still moving sort of thing. Who else is on the label?
So we don't sign anyone exclusively, but like we sign like probably 50% of the artists we release are Aussies, which is great. And then like the other percentages like from America and all over Europe as well. But yeah, we basically just sign like EPs or like singles off people. Like, there's no exclusive artists, but we've had some like decent size artists on it. Like we had I don't know how much you listen to dubstep at all, but like we've had like Tynan release an EP recently, Ivory,
Yeah, cool.
some of the big ones. But yeah, it's
And you started that
definitely
all
exciting.
yourself. Yeah, that's super inspiring right there.
Yeah, it's definitely adds like a whole other layer to my workload for sure. But it's really cool. Like you get to call the shots and like do things the way we want to do it, and like in terms of timing is definitely the biggest one. Like I used to release with other record labels, and it's always trying to fit into their schedule. But
Yeah.
now it's like we get to plan all that like well ahead.
Oh, amazing, man. All right. Well, thank you so much for taking time out. Really appreciate it. Before I let you go, I want to grab a recommendation for you. You've said you're a workaholic and you're a bit of a foodie. Is there anything, I don't know, maybe you've seen a movie or something on Netflix when you do get that rare bit of downtime or planting trees, I guess?
Yeah, I saw a movie the other night. What was it called? It was Let Her Go, I think it's called. It's actually an Aussie film. It's
Oh,
like
yes.
have you seen it? Have you heard about it?
No, I haven't seen it. That's like just new release though, isn't it?
Just came out. Yeah, it's called
Yeah.
Let Her Go. It's the same people that made
Speak to Me or whatever it
yes, yeah,
was.
that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I have to
So
see that. It's on the watch list.
yeah, it's super sick. And it's A24, so they've got like a huge budget. So and they've got like some big actors in it. And then, yes, I thought it was pretty well done. Yeah, in terms of like I'm a big horror fan, so
Same.
that and it being Aussie, I'm like, yes, let's go. Like
Oh man, if I was a horror fan, we could have extended this interview. What's
geeked
your
out.
favorite
Yeah.
horror movie?
Oh, I mean, God, I don't know. I mean, I've always just had this fascination for it since I was like a kid. Like, I was like, I remember like being like a child and asking my mom like, "What's the scariest movie of all time?" Blah, blah, blah. And like at the time, back in like the 90s, she would just say The Exorcist. I'm like, so I had this obsession about wanting to watch The Exorcist for
Yeah,
years, and then she finally let me watch it on my like 12th birthday or something. And she was like I had like a sleepover with some friends, so I had
yeah.
like I don't know 5 buddies like in the living room watching this movie at night, and she kind of like put herself to bed but was like listening out just in case we got scared, and all she could hear was just laughing. Like it was like obviously like it didn't age as gracefully as I guess they intended.
Yeah,
But still so iconic, like it's like that movie, like this was always one for me that was just like so sick. And then like The Shining is so great. But then obviously more modern ones like the Conjuring universe and all that.
yeah.
Big fan of that. Like the original what's the one where it's all shot through CCTV? What's that one called? Paranormal Activity.
Oh, the Paranormal Activities. Yeah, they're
I
good.
mean, especially the original, like the original concept was like that was always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, super cool, man. Very much appreciate you taking time out and letting me know about that. It is PhaseOne. His brand new album, Terranova, is out now. Be sure to hit him up, Linktree/PhaseOne AU. Thanks so much, man.
No worries. Thank you.